Look closely at the marketing landscape today. Something surprising is happening. After years of companies pouring money into complex digital strategies, high-priced ad platforms, and endless analytics tools, many brands are quietly shifting their attention to something far more basic, simpler, cheaper marketing channels. It's a return to fundamentals, not because businesses have suddenly become nostalgic, but because they've realized that some of the most effective ways to reach customers don't require massive budgets or sophisticated technology. In an era of tighter margins, unpredictable consumer behavior, and rising ad costs, companies are rediscovering the power of channels that are low-cost, direct, and remarkably effective. For years, digital advertising grew rapidly because it promised precision targeting, real-time data, and massive scale. But as more companies poured into the same platforms, ad costs skyrocketed. Competition became fierce, algorithms grew unpredictable, and privacy regulations made targeting less accurate. Many businesses started noticing a disturbing trend. They were spending more, but getting less. High-tech marketing wasn't delivering the same returns it once did. That opened the door for simpler channels to make a comeback. One of the biggest shifts is happening with email marketing. Email has quietly become one of the most reliable tools in a company's marketing arsenal. It's inexpensive, highly measurable, and allows brands to speak directly to customers without relying on third-party platforms. While social media algorithms can bury a message, emails land directly in an inbox. Businesses are refining their email lists, improving their newsletters, and focusing on quality communication instead of flashy campaigns. It's old school, but it works, and companies are seeing higher engagement at just a fraction of the cost of digital ads. Another resurging channel is SMS marketing. Text messages cut through the noise instantly. They're brief, cheap, and have incredibly high open rates. For years, companies ignored SMS in favor of social media advertising, but now, more brands are using it for product launches, promotions, reminders, and loyalty updates. It's personal, direct, and effective, especially in a time when consumers are overwhelmed by digital clutter. Companies are also returning to community-based marketing. After realizing that huge ad buys aren't always necessary, businesses are tapping into local partnerships, events, sponsorships, and collaborations. This approach builds loyalty in specific regions, without relying on massive budgets. It creates brand visibility where it matters most, close to home. Smaller businesses especially benefit from this, but even big brands are rediscovering the value of being present in communities rather than chasing every click online. Physical marketing materials are seeing a comeback as well. Flyers, postcards, direct mailers, and simple in-store signage are more effective now because they stand out in a world overloaded with digital messaging. Many consumers appreciate tangible marketing that isn't hidden behind paywalls or lost in algorithm feeds. Direct mail, in particular, has regained popularity because it allows ultra-targeted campaigns without digital privacy limitations. Companies can control the message, timing, and design without relying on third-party platforms. Another area companies are revisiting is word-of-mouth marketing. Not just hoping for referrals, but actively engineering them. Referral programs, customer ambassador incentives, user-generated content pushes, and loyalty rewards are becoming more central to marketing strategy. Americans increasingly shop with intent. They know exactly what they want, and they want to find it fast. Retailers are reorganizing store layouts around customer missions: quick breakfast run, weekly groceries, household essentials, kids' snacks, or basics refills. Products are grouped in ways that reflect how people actually shop. This reduces search time and increases conversion because shoppers feel in control rather than overwhelmed. The shift to smaller layouts also helps retailers manage inventory more intelligently. With fewer aisles and a cleaner store structure, retailers reduce the number of items on display. This streamlining allows them to focus on the products that perform best: core essentials, top sellers, and reliable high-turnover goods. Reducing low-selling items means fewer stockouts of high-demand items. It also reduces backroom clutter and simplifies forecasting. Retailers are also responding to the rise of pickup and in-store fulfillment. When employees are shopping on behalf of customers during peak hours, large, complex layouts slow them down. Smaller aisles and clearer paths let employees pick items faster for curbside or delivery orders. This efficiency reduces labor costs and ensures orders are completed accurately and quickly, crucial for keeping up with the growing demand for same-day service. Another surprising benefit of simplified layouts is reduced consumer stress. Shopping fatigue is real. Crowded aisles, endless decisions, complicated store maps, and sensory overload wear customers down. Retailers now understand that a calmer environment encourages more consistent buying behavior. Fewer signs, softer lighting, clearer paths, and logical product groupings create a shopping experience that feels relaxed instead of rushed, even though the actual trip takes less time. Faster checkout is another pillar of this redesign trend. Stores are reconfiguring layouts so customers move seamlessly toward the front without bottlenecks. Self-checkout lanes are being placed more strategically. Express lanes are expanding. Some stores are adding mobile checkout options that let customers scan and pay as they go. The physical layout is being built to support quick exits with minimal friction. Retail analytics also shape these new designs. Companies now track movement patterns, dwell times, and heat maps to understand how customers navigate space. This data shows exactly where shoppers get stuck, what routes they prefer, and which aisles they ignore. Armed with that insight, retailers are removing unnecessary aisles, widening choke points, and designing layouts that align with natural human behavior rather than old merchandising strategies. But the biggest force behind smaller aisles, fewer signs, and faster shopping is competition with online retail. E-commerce has trained consumers to expect convenience, clarity, and speed. Physical stores can't win by overwhelming shoppers. They win by making the in-store experience smoother than clicking "Buy now." A clean, simple layout gives brick-and-mortar stores their greatest advantage: immediacy. Customers can grab what they want and leave in minutes. That's something online shopping can't match. As this redesign movement spreads, we're seeing a more thoughtful, customer-focused philosophy take shape. Stores aren't shrinking just for the sake of cutting costs. They're shrinking because modern shoppers demand efficiency. They aren't reducing signs because of minimalism. They're reducing signs because clarity builds confidence. They aren't pushing customers through complex layouts. They're guiding them through clean, logical paths that reflect how people actually shop today. In the end, the new approach to store design is about more than layout changes. It's about respect. Respecting the customer's time, their attention, their mental energy, and their need for simplicity. Retailers are learning that less is often more. And by creating stores that help shoppers move quickly, comfortably, and confidently, they're building a retail experience that feels modern, practical, and aligned with the realities of how people live today. As competition increases and customer expectations evolve, these simplified layouts may become the new standard, not just for efficiency, but for survival in a retail world where every second, every decision, and every aisle matters.